Ladies and gentlemen, we are here once again, and this time, I guess I can say you're a former coworker.
Oh?
I guess I can say that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sweeney here from SiriusXM, but she is known well beyond that because she is a badass artist. So I used to work for SiriusXM.
Oh, okay.
As a producer.
Awesome. Did not know that.
I started during 2020.
The year that doesn't exist.
My first day was the year that everything went to shit.
The first day?
The first day. My first day at SiriusXM was the day that the world shut down.
Stop it.
I cannot make this shit up. It was pretty pretty crazy to say the least, being told, hey, you don't have to go into the office today on your first day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't believe that was 5 years ago.
It's crazy, right?
I don't know where it went. I have no idea where the time went.
Neither do I. And it's one of those where it's like, I feel like it's like 10 years. It's 10 years ago. Like it feels like.
It could either be like last week or like 10 years.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it feels like it's still so raw because it like screwed everything up so bad.
Correct. And I will say the benefit of it is it reset everything.
Totally.
Like it reset everyone career-wise. It reset everyone as far as, if you were in the competitive race kind of thing, it kind of reset everyone in that way to where it's like, hey, guess what?
Everyone's even.
Everyone's even now.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I can see that.
No one's going on the road. No one's going to be serving tables. Everyone has to fight for their own now to start over kind of ordeal.
That's a really good way to look at it. It kind of like, it hurt. The music business is all I have to compare it to, but like, it hurt the music business like really, really harshly.
Right.
And I've got friends that are major stars, and I've got friends that are just starting out, and
Correct.
It affected them all the same.
It affected them all the same. That's why I'm like, it literally, if you look at it, this is what I also think. As far as the music industry is concerned, it took away jobs, it took away times of touring, but it also made it to where you can't, in country music at least, there is no like opener to the opener. Mm-hmm. There's now because nowadays with social media and how powerful social media was during that time frame, now it's like you're either a headliner on your own little mini tour, or you're a direct support for somebody.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell who is a B, C, D level act kind of ordeal when they're all now direct support.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of I think a lot of it has to do with social media too, like, perception from social media. And sometimes I do a lot of scrolling. Yeah. Like I sit on the internet all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling and I'll like hear a song or something stop like on a reel. And I'll be like, oh my God, why have I never heard this person? And then I'll realize they have like 60 followers, but they have great music and great visuals.
Correct.
I'm like,
correct.
How do I hire y'all?
That's true. That's so true. It's like, I think if people started looking at the positive of things of COVID, then it changed the mindset.
Oh man, you know what it did for me? It taught me how to do exactly what we're doing right now. Turn a camera on a stick across the room.
Yep.
Have it on. Do live streams. We do this still.
Yeah.
I did this last night in my living room. My guitar player, coincidentally, is also my boyfriend, which I know is cliche. We live together, and that's a perk. Honestly, is we get to do live stream occasionally.
But it's fun because now it takes away. I wouldn't say it takes away, but it kind of switches. Okay, so when you're getting in the industry back in the day, you're getting in the industry and you're an artist. You're taught to, correct me if I'm wrong, you're taught to be a performer and a songwriter. That's it. You're not. I mean, you had some media training in there, but you were never taught anything about social media.
No.
You were never taught anything about how to do your own
didn't
edits.
have it.
You didn't have it. And so in order, that's why I'm saying where it's like the whole reset happened.
Yeah.
It was a reset because it made everyone on an even plane when you are not, when you're Luke Bryan and you can pay someone to do this for you, or whether you're a Spencer Crandall or whoever else that do it themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And save the money from having to pay a little of the salary.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. We have found a lot of ways to be extremely frugal. And I have found a lot of people that can do jobs that are ballooned up in price.
Correct.
In a lot of situations. And I have found, maybe it's an artist that happens to do this on the side, or, somebody that does something else, that this is like a side hustle for them, but they're really good at stuff. Like I've been very fortunate and found a lot of those people.
Right.
So
I just think that it's so much. I think that it's now just an even killing. It's just so much better for everybody.
totally.
It's been it's like a better. It's a different grind.
Yeah,
Than what it was.
absolutely.
It's someone who is in the Luke Bryan or Luke Holmes bracket or whoever bracket can easily be dethroned. By someone who's in the Adrian Nunez bracket where he has 2 million followers on Instagram and can immediately start selling out arenas if he wanted to, kind of thing.
That's crazy.
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 Yeah. It's so COVID reset it, but that's so back to the thing. Yes, we are former coworkers.
I did not know
Did
that.
not know that. I knew you were there. I just didn't know the time frame.
Well, like in
of which you were
fairness,
there.
I don't work there. Like I work at my house.
You work at your house and you do everything at your house.
Or on the road. We're in hotels every night. I mean, I do everything remotely.
Right.
So like I have never even went into the studio until 6 months ago.
So you didn't go into the British Arena studio.
Nope.
So I left 6 months before they went to the AT&T
Okay.
building where they're at now.
Okay.
So I left 6 months before that.
I was just there this morning because I also do interviews
Right.
from your perspective.
Yeah.
There. So I was doing some interviews from some other artists that are. I'm fortunate that I get. It's a great opportunity. I never thought it would last. Let me just be very clear with you. But I love it. I absolutely love it, and I get to see my friends. I've got to get my friends to come into the studio.
Right.
Do interviews, listen to them play, hang out with them for a whole hour. We don't get to hang out for an hour ever.
It's crazy because this is some of my artist friends. This is the only way that we can sit down and chit chat.
Right.
Because they're always on the road.
Yep.
They're always writing. They're always recording. So like I just had Ashlyn Crafton and Ashlyn Crafton.
Oh, I think she's wonderful.
She's so great, and then we see each other for the last, I think, 7 years. We've seen each other in passing. We've never actually had to sit down, like, hang out and just talk kind of thing until I interviewed the podcast.
Well, there you go. You gotta make a job to keep your friends. That's the way.
That's the way it is. That's the way it is. So you're on Willie's Roadhouse.
And Outlaw Country.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize you were at Outlaw Country as well.
Yeah. I do Willie's Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to noon. Mm-hmm. And do Outlaw Country Monday through Friday, 4 to 8 Eastern.
When you get the phone call about that, what was your first thought?
About doing radio?
Yeah.
So I had recently fired my entire team. Wow. Like a week prior to this.
Wow.
And I'm talking like
everyone.
Everyone. I am of the belief that if you are doing a creative job, which I am.
Yeah.
And you have one boat. Your boat is your job. If you have a person on every corner of your boat with a paddle going a different way, your boat's going to sit still. So, management, booking, band, gone. I made the choice because I was sick and tired of having everyone pulling a different direction. So I go to Harley, my boyfriend, who didn't get fired because and I say fired, I parted ways.
Right.
It was not mean.
There was no mean-spirited thing about it.
No.
There was no feud about it.
No.
It's just amicable.
It was just time to go.
Correct.
So I go to him and I said, I'm about to do this. He goes, whoa. Like, what? And I was like, yeah, like today. I'm done. I can't. He's like, okay. If I make a decision, he's like, okay.
Correct.
Talk to me about it, but like, let's roll with it.
Correct.
Your gut is your gut. So I did it. And I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know what the opportunities are, but I know that my life is already planned out ahead of me living it. And I can try to fit into that mold as I go.
Right.
Because your life, in my opinion, your life is planned out when you're born.
Yep.
So I said, I'm not sure where this is going to go, but I do know that you and I can go by ourselves anywhere in the entire universe and play music by ourselves. If worst case scenario. He's like, okay, I'm with you. Whatever you need to do. I said, all right. So I did it. And I was like, we're done. Everything's done. So it was just me and him. So then we were living in Austin at the time. And basically I go to my sister's house and there was this snow like apocalypse that happened. And I said, you know, I'm going to come over and hang out with you. She said, okay. So I go to her house, get snowed in. And I was needing some wine because we were there for like 3 days.
Right.
So I braved it and drive up to the store to get some wine. And while I'm at the store, I get this phone call from this guy that I've known for a really long time, but haven't talked to in 10 years. And he texted me first and he said, hey, you around? I said, yeah. So he called me and he said, your name keeps getting tossed around. He's like, you interested in doing some radio? And I was like, yes.
Who is this guy? Because I want to know if the same guy hired me.
Jeremy Tepper.
Okay. Nope, it wasn't Jeremy Tepper, but I love Jeremy. Bless his soul.
Bless his soul.
Yes.
He was like my big brother. He's always so sweet to me. He always played my music from day one. He was very supportive. So he's the one that called me. He said, you can totally say no. And I was like, no. I didn't ask if it paid. I didn't ask if I had to move. I didn't ask anything. I just said yes. So I took this job without knowing anything. Get on Willie's Roadhouse 6 months later, something like that, after all the paperwork and everything. And I just immediately was like, I'm not going to last at this. I don't know what I'm doing. This is so hard. But then I kept saying, this was a gift given to me at a time when I didn't know what was happening. And had I still had that management, they would have squashed that before it ever even came through my inbox. So, and it's been one of the biggest gifts of my life.
That's crazy because I've been taught a unique situation when it comes to management. And I think a lot of artists should realize this, and that they don't. Then a lot of them don't realize. But management works for you.
I've said that since day one. Also, manager is a verb,
Correct.
not a noun. In a job where you work at Dell or
Correct.
you work at Best Buy, you have a manager that you work for.
Correct.
These people work for you. Your band works for you. Your booking agent, your
Correct.
Publicist, your manager, they work for you.
So-
You are the employer.
So everything that, and I get griped by this all the time because I talk to a lot of publicists about this, but everything that is pitched to an artist should, no matter what, get pitched to an artist. And your manager should never have the authority to squash something without talking to you about it.
I didn't even get to see my offers for gigs. So that's where we were.
Jeez.
So I just basically was like, I have spent my life building this career, and I'm not going to let another person make choices on my behalf anymore. if my choices, if my well-being isn't being put first.
Correct.
100% of the time. So anyway, I took this job with Sirius. It was on Willie's morning show. Mm-hmm. And then, and I filled in on Outlaw all the time because they didn't have that many fill-ins or whatever. And so I started filling in on Outlaw. And then Alamo Jones passed away. Mm-hmm. And they asked if I could cover his Saturday. And I said, absolutely. And I'd be honored. That'd be great. Yes. Thank you so much. And then Mojo Nixon passed away. Yeah. And Jeremy called me from the cruise where Mojo passed. And he was in complete shock and denial. Like, it just like, I remember just him going like, because it's his best friend, but also his employee, but his best friend. Correct. And I said, hey, man, go do your thing. I got this covered from this end. I was still on dry land. Like, I'm good. Right. Hit me when you get back. We'll take care of it. No problem. He's like, are you sure? I was like, I'm positive 100%. So I took over that kind of just temporarily, and it ended up just becoming full time. And I've really, I honestly cannot believe, sometimes I literally cannot believe I'm doing 11 radio shows a week and touring 175 dates a year. So it's kind of stupid. But honestly, I'm figuring it out. Like, I've got a great team that I've put together. My band is wonderful. I do the shows when we're driving down the road sometimes. Right. They know as soon as my computer comes out, be quiet. So, I mean, I've got my hotspot. I'll do my hotspot, my earphones. I'm like compact Connie over here.
That was me. During the whole COVID situation, we obviously weren't allowed to go into the office. So I would go home back to, I would actually go to my mom's house in North Carolina. And during the holidays, and I'll spend like 2 weeks there because I don't have to go in the office. Yeah. And I would just pop myself up in her closet and just work for a couple hours. Yeah. And do it that way.
Honestly, like, I feel like if you're reliable, that's a good way to do it. Like, if you're reliable and you're going to do your shit and you're going to get it done, then that's a great way to work at home. It's comfortable. You don't have to worry about child care or dog care or any of that, or like going to let your dog take a pee during the middle of the day. Like, and I'm grateful. I've never had a job where I work.
So yours is not live, or is it partially live? Semi.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But like it's a lot. It's a lot of work, and it's like so validating because it's like fans show up at my shows, mm-hmm. which was Jeremy's plan all along. He told me that all the time. He would be like, I want to make this work for you. He's like, I am such a fan of your music. I want to make this like benefit you and your original plan of attack. Right. You know?
It's crazy how well, like you're saying, when you're out and you're seeing fans from your you just go to your shows, but you also now you're starting to see fans that listen to you,
which is weird because I forget
it's new fans.
I forget I'm talking to people. Sometimes I'd literally say something.
That's amazing. That's when you know you're good.
I don't know about that. Harley will be sitting sometimes in the hotel room while I'm like recording, like doing the show. And I'll be talking, and he'll look at me across the room and be like, oh my God. He's like, are you serious? Like, because I mean, I do not use a filter on Outlaw Country at all. There's
no need to.
At all. Like on Willie's, I do a little bit just because it's a different demographic. Correct. But on Outlaw Boy, sometimes he'll just look at me and go, oh my God, Sonny, use your filter.
I love Outlaw Country. The one time that I did a couple things with Outlaw Country, but the one thing I remember that sticks out is when I produced a Wheeler
Walker Jr.
Yeah, Wheeler Walker Jr. Uh-huh. Man, you want to talk about hilarious?
He's insane. He's hilarious.
That was my first taste of working Outlaw Country, was doing a recording of him, and I was sitting in the background and I could not stop laughing.
No, I know. It's
because there was like 3 different characters.
It's great. And dirty.
Yes.
So dirty.
Yes.
Like funny dirty. My mind's in the gutter all the time, so I'm like, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna ever get offended at something like that. So I just find it humorous more than anything. I'll be like,
correct. So what have you learned about Sonny the artist and Sonny? What's the difference between Sonny the artist and Sonny the radio disc jockey?
You know, it's weird.
Because there's two different creativity.
It 100% is, and I've gotten a little. There's days where I get not complacent in the artist perspective, but like where I already know I know what's going to happen. I know I can predict how a gig is going to go before we walk in. You know, from like how I know that my tour managers talk to them, what the lowdown is, you know, what the green room situation's like, what the parking lot's like, what the parking is like. I can usually tell a lot. So like I get not complacent, but like I just am knowledgeable about touring, and I've done it for so long that I just kind of get it. With radio, I'm surprised every day. Every single day. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I just happen to really love it, and someone thought giving me an unsupervised microphone was a good idea. Jeremy Tepper, wherever you are. So,
Jeremy was one of the funniest guys I've ever met and ever worked with.
He literally was the coolest guy I've ever met.
Like he's like the coolest dude. He had a certain swag. For you guys who don't know who Jeremy Tepper was, Jeremy Tepper used to run Willie's Roadhouse and Outlaw Country at Sirius XM. And Jeremy Tepper had a certain swag about him.
Yep. And he knew everyone.
He knew. That was the thing for me, was that when he would come to town, he knew just many people he probably knew in New York.
Yeah. He knew everyone. And the fact that like we would play in New York, or he would come to gigs not even in New York. Like if he happened to be in Arizona and we were there, he would come out. Like he was at everything. He was the consummate like hype guy.
Yeah.
Where he would be at your show. And Shooter Jennings and I were talking about that a long time ago, where right after Jeremy passed, and Steve Earle too, like Jeremy would just be at your show. He wouldn't call you. He wouldn't say plan it or anything. He would just like be there. And so then going to the places where I know he would show up prior, I've been a couple times now because he's been gone a year and a couple months. And it is so sad because I just really, really, like, especially New York. It's hard to go to New York thinking like, fuck, he's not going to, not going to be there.
Yeah. It's just when I found out, I was like, what the hell?
His wife came to my show in New York last month when we were there. Laura Cantrell.
Really?
She came, and that was awesome. It was really good to see her. And, yeah, he's irreplaceable, honestly. He's one of those. They have great PDs that are in his spots now. Zach and Joey, they're awesome. Joey Black and Zach McCollum.
Oh, yeah.
They're killing it. They're doing a great job. But just Jeremy is just Jeremy. So he's
a king. He's
the king. That's a great way to put it. He is. Oh, yes.
He's a king. He's a king. So let's talk more about you.
Okay.
I'm going to talk more about you. I've been in the business for, good Lord, going to 20 years soon. But I remember when I was asked about interviewing you, and I'm like, Sonny Sweeney, and I'm like, my instantaneous reaction was, from the table away?
From a chair away.
Yeah, exactly. And so your posters goes, yes. And I'm like, oh, I'd love to do it. And I'm just like, I didn't realize when she sent me the talking points, I didn't realize she was working with Sirius XM. I'm like, we have so much things in common. I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to talk about her. Because she's radio disc jockeys know how to talk and know how to have a conversation.
You kind of have to.
You kind of have to.
It's kind of your job.
Exactly. Where you get a lot of artists who just like answer the question and then move on to the next
Well,
question.
but also, like, I've been doing this 20 years as well. And
Correct.
I've been doing this side of interviews for 20 years.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. I got in trouble for talking when I was in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade.
So did I. Busybody is what they called me.
Yeah.
Busybody and motor mouth.
Motor mouth was me.
Yeah.
My mom would be like, oh my God, I got phone calls from every grade of yours. And does she ever shut up? My mom's just like, no, unfortunately not.
Yeah. No, that was my grandma was what raised me. My grandma would just tell me all the time. She says, you have the gift of gab.
You do.
I have the gift of gab. Like, I guess I did. She goes, no, like, when I was younger and went to the hospital for something, and she comes back out because she was sick. She comes back out, and she sees the doctors are just standing around, and they're like laughing
At you.
And she looks in the middle, and it's basically me doing whatever I'm doing to entertain the crowd. She goes, you have to get the guy. I'm like, I guess so. I would go to the doctor and pretend I would be sick. Go to the doctor, pretend like and like end up sick, and then go to the doctor, and all of a sudden I'd be like singing Hakuna Matata, waiting for the doctor to show up into the office, acting as if I wasn't sick the last 12 hours.
Harley said that like when he picks me up from the airport sometimes, that I always walk out. I never realized this, it's true, but he said every time he'll pull up to baggage claim, I'm having a full-on conversation with people. And he's like, new friend? I was like, yeah, I guess. I met him on the plane. We walked to baggage claim together.
It's crazy, but it's like, I love that gift because it makes people feel like
it's human connection.
But it also makes people feel like they can come to you and talk to you about anything, and I love that.
I do too. Why would you not? I mean, there's days where I put my iPod in or my earpod, whatever the hell they're called, and I don't want to talk sometimes. Like if it's a 6 a.m. flight, if you're listening to this and I am ever on a 6 a.m. flight, I promise you I don't want to talk. But like if it's 10 a.m., I'll probably make a friend. See,
I'm not like that on planes though.
What do you do?
I normally have my iPad with me, and I'll have my iPad and I'm watching Netflix. But here's the thing: normally by the time I'm on the plane, I'm asleep before the plane takes off.
Oh, now if it's at 6 a.m., I'm asleep before I even board the plane.
Yeah.
They have to drag me on.
Yeah. Before the plane takes off, I am asleep. I don't even go through the whole fasten your seatbelt. Emergency exits this way. I'm like, I'll see my spot's emergency exit and I'll just turn around. I'm like, yes, I'm answering your question now. Yes.
Because you're in the emergency exit.
Because I'm in the emergency exit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, I'm going to ask you a question now. The answer is yes. I am comfortable with helping people. Okay, cool. Good. So
Can't you see I'm a very young man? Exactly. I will help in whatever capacity.
In any capacity you can help. I can help you. Fasten seatbelt and I am out. I'm out. So yeah, plane rides. I had the worst plane ride going to Germany though.
Oh, when'd you go to Germany?
I went to Germany last year.
For work?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. So the C2C was out there.
Right.
So I went there during that time.
Okay.
So we can say it was for work. But I went there during that time, and it was the flight. We fly to Newark. Yeah, we fly to New York.
New York to Newark. I mean, Nashville to Newark.
Yeah, and that was fine. It was the Newark to Berlin, where the first 4.5 hours we were flying through a storm and turbulence.
Did y'all go up through Canada, like around up, like towards Iceland?
I don't remember. I know we were straight off the Atlantic. Mm-hmm. But I don't think we did. And so, no bullshit. So I took a shot. I had some artist friends out there, and I took a tequila shot before I got on the plane, and I was out cold. Passed out.
Really? Passed
out. Like to the point where like I have never felt this, and I've been on planes, and I'm pretty comfortable on planes. But when your ass flies off the seat,
no,
from a turbulence,
no, out.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out. Look, I don't love flying, but I do it. I mean, you have to do it.
You have to do it.
And I go to Europe every year, and at least once. And I will say, I mean, we went to Asia a couple years ago, and that was the longest flight I've ever been on in my life. It was direct from like Minneapolis to Tokyo. And then we still had to wait 3 hours in the Tokyo airport and then fly another 3 hours. It was crazy. So it was like 30 something hours of travel, and it was all smooth, but it was just like the people's non-self-awareness on an airplane.
It's ridiculous.
Drives me batshit crazy. Because I'm small. Like, I'm 5'4". I'm wearing big shoes right now, but I'm small. Like, I can sit in an economy seat and be fine. My guitar player is 6'5" and a big boy. So he cannot.
Yeah.
So inevitably, we're not going to sit apart on an airplane. So we have to go up to like the bigger seats.
Right.
So, but we have to. He would be.
I'll be so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, like it would not even.
My brother is 6'5", and he's a basketball player, but he just flew American, and being that this is a quick trip from North Carolina, they had the smaller plane. On American.
The little, like...
The little... Like
with the 1, 2...
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it was like the American Eagle Express plane or whatever.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah, and he literally... And then his seat was like way in the back.
Ooh.
Needless to say, he was not very happy when he got off the plane.
No. Those big boys, I see them. We got stuck on a runway once in a snowstorm. I think we're in Montana or something, or Wyoming or something. It was cold and it was like a blizzard, and they wouldn't let us off. And we were on one of those little planes, and he was in the 1-seater, and I was across the aisle in the 2 with another big dude on that side of me. And he at least didn't have anyone next to him, but he can't even stand up in there, like fully. So anyway, flying, I love flying for the fact that it gets me there quickly.
Correct.
And it allows me to go to a different continent.
Correct.
However, the non-self-awareness of humans when they fly, for the most part, and the coughing and the not covering the mouth and the
coughing, the putting your arm on your armrest, I'm just like,
yeah, no, the filth. There's filth, man.
I pray every time that I have a window seat. That way I can just go ahead and just lean against the window. Yep. And go to sleep.
Yep. Try to get it ahead of time.
But I've learned the custom of upgrading before.
We do it every time.
Right before we get on the plane, I'm upgrading to first class.
If they have them left over, it's usually a lot cheaper too.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you can sweet talk them depending on like. Yeah. Sometimes we'll take instruments too, and if we get like a softie for like a someone that likes musicians or something, they'll be like, "Cool, gate agent." But a gate agent can go poor too, man. It can go really wrong. Yeah, but we've lucked out with a couple really nice ones where they're like, man, y'all have a lot of stuff with you. This isn't really a full flight. Y'all want to move up? We're like, yes, of course we want to move up. Don't say anything.
Without hesitation.
Don't say anything, but you can move up. Oh, my God. So.
I love those days. Love them.
I just like nice people that will do stuff like that.
Especially when it's like $40 to move up.
I mean, honestly, we'll always at least try to get the front row in economy so that there's all the leg room. Yeah. If in like a little plane, not little like you were talking about, but smaller than like a jumbo jet, Yeah, it's oh my gosh.
It's kind of crazy traveling that way. Where's the best place you travel to as an artist?
Favorite place?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God. Japan was pretty legit. Like, we played a festival over there. We landed at like 2 a.m. and we had a Japanese welcome wagon with people with signs waiting at the airport for us. And then we had to drive, after that long flight, another 3 hours to the place we were staying, windy Japanese roads. And when we get to the hotel, I shit you not, they had a pyramid of chicken nuggets and quarter pounders from McDonald's. I was like,
I need to go to Japan.
what is my life right now?
I need to go to Japan.
It was awesome.
Give me a pyramid of chicken nuggets and quarter pounders.
I just couldn't believe it. They were like, Americans, they must like McDonald's.
They must like McDonald's. So
Yeah, but
you.
I mean, I love Europe too. Like, I love Switzerland and I love Germany. We go to the UK every year.
I mean, despite my flight there, I love Germany.
It's like nothing else.
Yeah, I love Germany. Like the people there are just. I love the dedication, the passion that they have for music.
That's all over Europe. Scandinavia, like a lot of Europeans, they truly love American music so much, and they know songs that are not even recorded. They know them from YouTube. Mm-hmm. It's wild.
Yeah, I was there for an Old Dominion played, and they had a request thing, and someone asked for them to play a song they hadn't played in like 15 years.
Yeah. They know. They're very knowledgeable.
That's crazy. So we're going to go to the next episode, but are you enjoying life right now? That is my question, because everyone's like,
I've never enjoyed life more than I'm enjoying life right now.
Really?
Yeah. I love life. I feel fortunate to have a life because there's so many people, like I'm getting... I'm getting to where like my friends' parents are passing away, and we're at that age kind of like where my friends' parents are dying, and have a couple of friends that have passed away, and I guess your mortality starts setting in as you get older, and so I'm glad to have a life, and on top of that, to have a life that I love,
right.
And to do something that I love, because a lot of people don't love what they do. I get up. There's days, don't get me wrong.
Right.
There's days where
right.
I want to punch a wall. But for the most part, like my job to me it's worth every minute of it.
Wow. That's amazing because it's like we have the same energy where it's like we like making people happy.
Yeah. If I can make somebody laugh.
Yeah.
I will feel like I've done my job.
Yep.
And I've had, I was on record labels before where they tried to prevent me and encouraged me to not talk from stage so much. And I was like, it's not easy to do that. And the fact that I can do that, it may be too much for some people, but if I'm too much, then go find less. Like
it's crazy because it's like, nowadays, you have so many people with personality, but then you also have people who don't have much of a personality on stage.
Right.
Which is insane to me, because it's like, how you be on stage and not have personality and not have the energy to give off.
I just like telling stories, and I happen to be kind of funny sometimes, and like, if I can make people laugh and get them hooked in by just sheerly making someone like... Say that like some guy goes to my show with his girlfriend and the guy's like, oh God, I don't want to come listen to this bullshit girl, whatever, like girl country singer, like whatever it may be. But if I see him, as I can see him from a mile away, I will pinpoint him and he will be in my merch line at the end of the night. I will make it a point to make him like me. Because I know his girlfriend likes me, or his wife, whatever. Like, I'm like, you have to like what your partner likes, even at least entertain it.
You have to. I mean, it's a compromise.
Right.
It's a compromise.
That's what life is.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a compromise. Everything about life is about compromising. If you can't compromise, then
you're screwed.
You're screwed. You're screwed. You're shit out of luck, people.
You're shit out of luck. You are shit out of luck. I don't care.
Shit out of luck. I'm agreeing with you. All right. Well, this has been a great episode with the one, the only Sonny Sweeney. Come back next week to listen to the second part